our people are our biggest asset. We just don't say that here at UHEAA, we mean it. And that we grow and are strong as our people. Every phone call we answer, every paper that we process, everything that we do shows in the quality and the performance of our people.
Approximately 20 years ago, I was the auditor for the Utah Higher Education Assistance Authority. I was working for Deloitte & Touche at the time, and was impressed with how the organization was run. And an opportunity came up to become the Director of Accounting here. And I interviewed for the position and was hired. And that was 20 years ago, and I'm still here and still working.
I was always very impressed with the customer service that I received as a UHEAA customer, so it naturally appealed to me when I became aware of an open position.
I actually had a friend who worked here and suggested that I apply for the job.
I heard about UHEAA from a coworker from my previous job.
I was looking for something that had good health insurance benefits. I was at a point in my life where I had to get off of my parents.
It was supposed to be a temporary job while I was going through school, and it ended up being, I liked the growth and I liked being here and how it helped me, and also how I was helping others as well.
I liked the encouragement that upper management gave all of us, saying it doesn't matter how long you've been here, we want you to apply for other positions. And they were able to get not only myself but other people into positions that fit them better.
But one thing I was very impressed with when I explored the open opportunities here was the number of people that have been here for a very long time, upwards of 10 and 20 years. It sent me a clear message that this is a great company to work for.
Our executive team has, in general, we have about 30 years experience, all of us. On average, our management team has about 12 years with UHEAA, so people stay, people come, they like it, and they stay.
We're always looking for talent, we develop talent, and we always try to promote within our own organization first for other opportunities, help people grow and achieve their objectives, including increased responsibility and compensation.
I was a call center representative. I moved up to a team lead and then moved up to a supervisor role, which is where I'm at now. I've learned specifically a lot about leadership and how to motivate people and handle difficult situations, and that's helped me a lot. It's paramount in what I do.
I started in claims, and then I moved to system support, which is where we try and do some of the automation, got to understand the systems and do some system analysis. And then I worked in, it was account services, and then I moved back to system support and became the manager of system support, and I'm now the manager of operational accounting.
I started out in data processing and was there for about a year and a quarter, year and a half, and it worked out really well. Made a promotion to audit coordination, been real happy there.
I have had the opportunity to work in several different departments. During that time, I've obviously learned a lot, as well as I've had some great supervisors that have, and great peers that have mentored me along the way and helped me become who I've become.
One thing we do in the call center that helps support staff, we have a mentor program. So when we first hire staff, they're assigned a mentor, and they have a veteran employee that kind of shows them the ropes and helps them learn the nuances of working in a call center or even in the processing groups.
My officers have been my mentors. They took me under their wing kind of when I first started. If I had a question, they were right there to answer it, but not only answer it for me, teach me where the answer comes from, put it into context, and help me present it in a new way.
They all, have great things to say, and I don't feel like I'm robbing them of their time when I speak to them about my curiosity for down the road or what I want to do later. So that is something that impresses me.
I feel like I've gotten a lot of support from people that were not only involved with my position before I came here, but people in other groups, that aren't even involved with what I do. And that extends from my boss to my peers and even the people that work for me.
I could probably name 30 people that have helped me out. and have had a profound effect on my success. And I hope I've had maybe just a little tiny impact on their success as well.
The advice I would give the staff who are looking to progress at UHEAA is to know and live the guiding principles of the organization.
In fact, yesterday I was in an interview with some staff that are applying for a higher level position, and they kept bringing up the principles, and I just had to smile. I thought they know them, they live them, gave me examples of diligence and integrity and the things that we do on a daily basis.
The guiding principle of self-discipline. I think it's important to work hard. It's important to try and do a good job. And if you work hard, you strengthen your team, and when you strengthen your team, you strengthen your company, so it can just make UHEAA better.
I think that here especially knowledge is power to help others and yourself grow.
Customer focus. I've had phone calls where the borrower wasn't happy, but then I'm thinking, what are they going through? And so I want to make their situation as pleasant as possible.
I think the guiding principle of diligence, I've worked hard and they reward that.
The guiding principle that's affected me more than any has probably been collaboration. Working with others where there's a free flow of information and where ideas are shared and explored. You just don't get the feeling that what you say really matters. You know that it does, and that makes a tremendous impact on everyone.
Living the guiding principle of having integrity, drives everything else that we do within the organization, right? If you are honest and trustworthy in your activities, you're doing your very best for the borrower and you're doing your very best for the organization.
Collaboration and resourcefulness, those two guiding principles have been really key in this whole process. And I say collaboration because we're engaging in this whole new process of outreach where we're using student organizations to help us organize better and more effectively within these specific regions to help get more people to these events, right? And that to me is just incredible. Like, I love making those connections, I love building those relationships. Resourcefulness because I can go to somebody and literally say, we can help you with that.
I think the best thing about working at UHEAA is the people and the culture, and I know a lot of companies claim that, but it's true, and we see it in almost everything we do.
I would have to say the culture. We foster a great, fun work environment.
Honestly, the best thing about working for UHEAA is the people.
I come in and I know I'm going to be surrounded by people who want to do a good job.
People are really supportive here. They want you to succeed, not to fail. So they help you to succeed, and then we can all contribute together because we're all working together.
My favorite thing about working here is the level of collaboration that we have with each individual department.
We collaborate in a really strong and effective way to reach those community-based goals where I can see those families helped, where I can see those communities being assisted, and that to me is probably one of the best things I've seen so far.
I'm currently in outreach where I go out and speak to parents and students about how important college is, and it's been a really fun job to have.
You know, at UHEAA, we're not just in the education finance business, but we're in the student success business. We've got a long and proud history of public service to higher education and opportunity for students, and so our focus is squarely on student success. We have a not-for-profit public service mission that helps students pay for college and make it as affordable as possible.
I see UHEAA's mission as helping students, further their education and achieve their personal and their future goals.
When we see that borrowers are impacted beneficially, that brings a real happiness and contentment to each of us who work here.
I feel like what we're doing really disrupts that whole, oh my gosh, student loans. It's a narrative of helping fund your education. It's a narrative of helping gain access to your education.
It's not just about trying to get somebody to make their monthly payment on their student loans. For me, it's about trying to find the best solution for their financial difficulties that they're going through.
When I was in the call center, we had an interest rate, and we would always tell them, how to get that lower interest rate down by doing auto pay and things like that.
It is easy to work in an organization where you have a mission that surrounds education and helping individuals improve their lives.
We get to help people get educated. One way or the other, we help them with education. And I think that's a marvelous thing to be doing. For me, it's been what's kept me here forever.
We're not only servicing student loans, but we're looking for opportunities that leverage the abilities that we've developed for many years.
There's been incredible growth since I've been here. I came in 1997, and I think there were 60 people here total. And now UHEAA is right about 300 right now, just all by itself. So incredible growth. One of the things that happens because of the growth is we have lots of entry-level positions, lots more because of the expanded call centers and the new data processing area. And because of that kind of growth, you get more chance for upward mobility. You get a chance to maybe grow into a team lead position. And it's been really neat to see people who were hired here after they've been here for a while and gained some experience and some knowledge, get a chance to take those new responsibilities.
We're well positioned for the future with a growing multi-billion-dollar portfolio. We've got a time-tested infrastructure that's reliable and solid and proven. And best of all, we're a local firm, and so we're invested in higher education in our local community. So for example, we're moving into default prevention activities, helping students repay sensibly, borrow wisely, the outreach programs that we have, and we're constantly looking for innovation with new loan programs, grants, scholarships, all that we can do to help these students that we're serving succeed.